You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and Blade, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing back down some Ocean's 8 Alaska, and the song name is Hansha.
Thank you so much, Blade, for bringing Ocean's 8 Alaska back down the rabbit hole. I love this band, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us today. Blade, thank you so much for bringing Ocean's 8 Alaska back down the rabbit hole. The last time they were down the rabbit hole, we listened to the song Escapist, and that was an entire trip. If you haven't seen the reaction, definitely go check that out because the song is amazing. It was such a great introduction to this band.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what they have in store for us today as we get into Hansha. If you guys are as excited as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comment section below what your favorite song from Ocean's 8 Alaska is. And without further ado, remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video.
And on the last one, Escapist, you guys let us know in the comments below that Hansha actually was the most requested for the next Ocean's 8 Alaska. So thank you so much, Blade, for giving us the goods. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Interesting.
That's cool. Blinding each other. Staring at their phones. Maybe all hugging.
Jeez, eh? Oh, that hurts my heart.
Between these worlds, reality seems to lose its hold. We hide away and try to fill the space between these thoughts. Detach from everything that is every emotion, just words on your screen. So fabricated is the life we lead. So fabricated is the life we lead. Side by side, you watch the whole world pass you by. An affliction, this addiction. Side by side, out of sight, you're out of mind. So obsessed with imitation.
Holy crap, this is powerful. And oh my god, like, you know me, I always struggle with this, seeing it, doing it myself. And what a perfect way to just show it on an actual video. Like, we are having the world pass us by, and while we're trying to think about, we should be thinking about what's happening inside of us with these emotions, but we're filling it with, like, the space between the emotions, we're filling it with just all this scrolling and stuff, so we're never dealing with the actual stuff, and the whole world's passing by.
I'm loving the imagery of this too because I instantly knew that they were staring into the cell phone or
You
the
did.
black mirror.
Yeah, you sure did.
I instantly, as soon as I saw it, even though there is not a single cell phone in here, but it's the mannerisms, it's how
Exactly.
people are acting.
Yes.
It's and
happening
I
to
love the
face, too.
lyric that they said. It's like in your own reality.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look, the light that's shining on their faces, it's scanning them, it's controlling them. It is
exactly.
also that AI aspect of it.
Yes.
But that becomes your reality. And that happens, like, for me, I work in tech, so I love all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that the algorithm works is it's going to show me what it knows I like. It's going to show him what he likes. So we can be sitting side by side.
Yeah. Not even in the same world.
Not even in the same world.
Yes.
Because of what you're seeing on your phone, what I'm seeing on my phone.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so powerful with
Oh
this,
my God.
with all of these images, because it's two people side by side in their own realities, filling the space of their emotions with what they see on their screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we see this with families. I just have one more thing to say. You mentioned that there was a survey done with kids. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah, and the answer to that is a cell phone, folks, because their parents are always on it.
Yeah. Well, my mommy's on her phone, so if I was a phone, she'd pay more attention to me.
Yeah, and we know our 13-year-old struggling right now, where we have a 6-month, we have a business we're trying to run, we got life, and we need to make sure he's feeling important too. And
Yeah.
that's where these black
So
mirrors
that
can
we
take you away.
maintain side by side, but not within individual realities.
Yes, exactly.
When happiness is so dependent on shallow words spoken from the mouths of introverts, measuring your self-worth, feeling your anxieties, don't throw you to the world at the slightest hint of weakness. What should you give a fuck? What the side? I'll never give a fuck. What the side? Your judgment's preconceived.
And then that happens. It's, yeah. Oh my god. Wow, that's an incredible video. That was stunning. And what I loved after our conversation, then he switches into this gritty, amazing growl, which like I didn't expect. I totally remember he did in Escapist, but just like seeing him, I just didn't expect that. So that was awe-inspiring, but also just to see the depression after you're in your own reality, you're in an echo chamber, but then you're in real reality where not everyone agrees with you, and you can't just push a button and get gratification, and everyone's just stuck. And like we've seen, he was like totally in the fetal position, all curled up, just in so much pain of that isolation that it eventually puts you in. And it's crazy what these black mirrors are doing to people, and especially the cell phone, for how handy it is. The missing limb syndrome that we feel when we're not using
It's like,
it.
oh my god, where'd I put my phone?
And like the anxiety that it's like putting into people, and how we're literally getting transformed by it.
I loved throughout this because it started with the hug and just looking at this
The
into
awkward
this,
hug.
right? And it was like, what's happening? Like, are they blinding each other? And I
Yeah.
had that moment of, wait a second, this is familiar.
Yeah.
That was what I was hit with, was this is familiar. What is this? And then it was that, for me, that instant understanding of this is a phone, because this is what we actually deal with in our family and in our
Yes.
house every day.
Sure, everyone does.
And yeah, I'm sure everyone does.
Yeah.
But for me, I get so sucked into my phone and scrolling with like
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook Reels, YouTube Reels, and my son does as well. And it's so, just sucks us in so instantly because it's always that instant gratification. But then with this one, at the end of it or throughout it, you start seeing the imagery of the people's faces were starting to distort
Yeah.
and erase and become nothing. And I was like, there's a moment I saw you took your headphone off for a second to hear what I said.
Yeah.
But I had was
You did say something there. That's good.
yeah. But I said, I believe I said they're being erased
Okay.
that in that moment,
Right.
because it does erase us. And we may think like, oh, with this we're going to live forever, in the sense of like our comments and what we say, and we can meet these people
Very
and
true.
have these amazing relationships.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, then you just get swallowed into this melting pot of the internet and all the different personalities on the internet. Even us as YouTubers, we're just people
We are.
online,
We're
right?
just a family over here, y'all.
And so then, but then eventually, yeah, you kind of live in that medium there.
Well,
But
it's
you become erased within your own family and within reality because now you're just an online personality.
Well, yeah, and like when you're experiencing your own reality with your phone, you then are getting inspired and getting all these things you want to talk about when you're looking at this phone, and then you try to project it out to these things that aren't as interested in you. But if you're all
Yeah.
watching, say, a movie together, at least opposed to just the cell phone, at least you all have your eyes on
Yeah.
the same experience. But it's now gone so good that now you got a phone that you don't even need friends now. Like you really don't. Like a lot of these
And
kids don't even know how to make friends.
we're seeing that with with the school and stuff like that, and with
Yeah.
what's happening in middle school and high school is everyone is so online, like trying to for our kids being like, hey, let's go play outside, let's go knock on your friend's door. They can't knock on a door.
Yeah.
It's too scary because everything is behind these screens where you have that barrier, that wall, so you're in that light chamber in which they were seeing.
So you don't feel that rejection if they're not there, and everyone's just so scared of rejection and pain. Like that's part of life, y'all. You gotta go through these things, and that's why I thought the lyric at the beginning when they're saying we're filling the spaces between our emotions, when
Yeah.
like we're not addressing anything, and then we're just scrolling, and then hey, look at this. It's like, well, we can see what you look like when you're not on this phone and you're like curled up in a ball, and like that's all we
Just
see.
waiting. And that moment of depression there, we see this like all the time. We've experienced it ourselves.
Yeah. Oh,
Where if you make a comment, it's so much dopamine when you get those likes.
yeah.
And that's what they're actually designed for. If you guys haven't, actually go watch the documentary called The Social Dilemma.
Yeah. How they
Like,
engineer
and how
the
they
stuff.
engineer, they create like things to be addictive online, and they create these things and these algorithms to then keep us going because of how much money is being made
Yeah.
off of how long you stare at an app.
Yeah, no, totally though.
And so there's something that I tell my son, and I tell a lot of people that I know, is if something is free, like TikTok or Facebook Reels or all these things, if something is free, you are the product being sold.
Damn, what's that say about the hookup culture then?
If something is free, you are the product being sold.
That's tough, y'all. And it's not good to be feeling like you're being sold. And but also like we could talk forever about all this Black Mirror stuff. The music itself is incredible. I really like this band and how they can progress through all these time signatures and change ups. And it feels like there's different genres that are happening too, and they look like such a nice clean band, and then to get that grittiness with it too.
It's so good.
It's so great.
like
Great,
their
thank you.
music is so awe-inspiring for me because it makes me want to keep going. Like I can still feel it in my soul, like
Yeah.
the song, even afterwards, still hearing that melody playing in your head because it sticks with you because of how good it is. And I love how they started soft. It was still like really heavy with those lyrics and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But how he just progressed deeper and deeper down that rabbit hole,
Yeah,
getting
down that
grittier
depression.
and grittier. Like, oh, this was phenomenal.
What a good song for the time that we are in, and I can see why you guys were like, do this one next in the comments, because maybe you guys knew we would be able to have a good time dissecting it as well, and we sure did. And if you guys had a good time watching us experience this, hit that like button, comment down below what the next song that we should do. Hopefully Blaze got you covered there, and subscribe if you are new to the Enter the Chronic family. Thank you so much for spending time on your Black Mirror to see us. We do appreciate you. We wish we could experience seeing all you guys as well, but we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you all so much for being here with us. And Blade, thank you for bringing this amazing song down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to see what this band has in store for us even more, because I think they tackle a lot of topics that need to be addressed, but can only be correctly addressed through music to build that correct conversation.
Absolutely.
This was amazing. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.